Hey, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. The finals for the 2024 Texas Pro just wrapped up. So I've got those results here for you guys. And basically, it's exactly as we called it at prejudging for the top four. In fifth place, you had Felix Norman. In fourth place, you had Lewis Breed. In third place, Nathan Epler. In second place, Jordan Hutchinson. And I think, not really to anybody's surprise, in first place, Andrew Jacked. And like I said in that prejudging video, I really don't think this one, there's going to be any internet backlash of controversial winning. This was a pretty clear-cut win for Andrew Jacked. Even going into the show, knowing the lineup, I feel like most of us kind of knew this was Andrew's show to lose, especially this being the third time that he showed up in Texas. He won the previous two times and won this one. Now he's 3 for 3. But it was still an exciting show. I think we still got to see a really competitive bodybuilding show here, especially between 2 and 3, Nathan and Jordan Hutchinson. So let's look at this top 3 call-out. This was from finals. I think Nathan looked a lot better at finals than he looked at prejudging. I kind of wavered in my prediction here. At prejudging, I said Jordan was going to be second. I was watching finals and looking at Nathan, and I was thinking, man, this guy really looks impressive. He looked really full, just crazy pop to his physique. I mean, if you look at his delts, traps, pecs, when he comes out, just really 3D, hard as nails. He was holding his conditioning. I think at prejudging towards the end, he started to fade a little bit. Looked really, really good here at finals. And that just goes to show how impressive Andrew Jacked is in this mix. Never moved outside the center. And you've got these two guys, Nathan Epler and Jordan Hutchinson. And these guys absolutely nailed it. They both peaked like perfectly. I think this is both of their best showings so far. I think Nathan looked better here than he looked in Chicago. And then certainly at finals, he looked way better here than he looked in Chicago. And the same thing with Jordan. He did Chicago and Tampa. I think Jordan looked better than both of those appearances here. And for these being younger, relatively newer guys, just bringing it like this, it really goes to show how crazy Andrew Jacked is. That it's like, okay, he's standing in between these guys, and he looks like he's just a different creature. He's like an alien. He's on his own level, and it's weird because he's got such a crazy physique. He's so big, he's so imposing, he's so 3D, so round, that when you've got these guys on either side of him, these are two pro bodybuilders coming in striking distance of winning a show. They both peaked like perfectly. Arguably, I think the best showing either of them has ever had, but you're still looking at this top 3 call-out, and you're still just looking at Andrew Jacked. This dude is just something entirely different than these other two guys. So while it might not have been that exciting of a show in terms of the suspense of who was going to win, since it seems like everybody knew the answer to that question was Andrew Jacked, I think, A, we got to see a really impressive version of Andrew Jacked. I think he was a little bit more conditioned at the last Texas Pro that he did. But I think I saw someone post a side-by-side video, and I was watching that, but I think the main thing was that Andrew looked bigger here, especially throughout the lower body. And I feel like when I was looking at that video, yeah, he might have been a little bit tighter at last year's Texas Pro, but I think for the amount of size that it looks like he put on, it was still a worthy pursuit. I think it was definitely worth it, even if he wasn't as crisp as the last time we saw him in Texas. He did look a lot bigger, especially throughout the lower body. So we got to witness this bigger, improved version of Andrew. So I think that was still exciting overall. A very, very good version of Andrew. I said this in the prejudging video, and I still stick with it for the finals one, is that I think still not his best look ever. I think we have seen him tighter, but I do think you can see improvements, especially in the lower body. Obviously, it was good enough to win. I don't think he was off. Just a very good version of Andrew. I would still just say not the best. And then if you look at Jordan on the other side of Andrew Jacked, so Jordan is on the left-hand side of the screen, Nathan is on the right. Jordan has the beard, Nathan doesn't. Like I said, I think he looked improved from both Tampa and Chicago. I thought The main thing that impressed me about Jordan, honestly, is his legs. I mean, his legs were crazy. The size of his quads, deeply cut, separated quads. He turns around from the back. I think arguably the most striated glutes and hamstrings in that top three. Like I said, both of these guys, Nathan and Jordan both, had something that Andrew Jacked didn't have, which was super striated glutes, super deep hamstrings. So shout out to both of them. But Andrew has the thing that they don't have yet, which is just this wow factor, the freak factor. So it was, like I said, it is mind-boggling. As I'm sitting here watching these guys pose again, you had these two guys, Nathan and Jordan, that nailed it, looked fantastic. Like I said, I've become a big fan of Nathan Epler's physique. I think he's got a really bright future. Jordan as well, but I've been watching Nathan, and he's just really impressed me. And I think that it's mind-blowing that you've got these two guys that are great. These guys looked phenomenal, Nathan and Jordan, but it's like not a single person is even talking about one of them beating Andrew Jacked, because Andrew Jacked, you just look at him and just know. It is like a crazy stage presence that he has. I think I did, like most of you guys did. You probably watched all these call-outs, and you guys probably just thought the same thing I did. When you saw Andrew Jacked in the middle of those guys, you just look at him and know that he won. It is a crazy stage presence that he has. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he's going to bring to the Olympia this year. Like I said, I think he needs to be tighter than this at the Olympia, but he did improve, something that people wanted him to improve on, which was his lower body, and now he looks incredible. And I think I noticed, too, as they're going through the mandatory poses, I think Andrew Jacked at this show has been hitting the front double bicep more straight on, not really adding his twist or his tilt as much as he used to. And I don't know if it's the size that he put on or him changing how he hits the pose, but watch when he hits the front double bicep more straight on and opens up his lats, just how insanely wide his upper body is in that front double bicep. And I think I'm just noticing it more now because he's not really doing that little twist and tilt with his front double anymore. He's opening up really wide, and he looks crazy. So I want to congratulate all these guys in the top 5. I think, like I said, I want to give second and third. And Lewis looked great too. Lewis, who was 4th, he had tremendous conditioning here. He looked really impressive, Lewis Breed. But I really want to give 2 and 3 some credit in both this video and the prejudging video, because I feel like they just nailed it in the fact that it's just the Andrew Jacked story. It's great because Andrew was exciting, looked phenomenal. Great to see him qualify for the Olympia, to know he's going to be back. That's awesome. But I feel kind of bad for Jordan and Nathan because they both arguably brought maybe the best look of either of their lives. And it's just everyone's going to be talking about Andrew Jacked after the show and maybe not remember them as much because I think they weren't really pushing Andrew Jacked. They were pushing each other more than anything. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the results. How do you think Andrew Jacked, this new version of Andrew Jacked, how do you think this version of his physique that we saw here at the Texas Pro is going to place at the Olympia? He was 5th last year. So is this the year that he moves up from that 5th place position into something like the top 3? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Click that bell notification icon if you have not already. And as always, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at NickStrengthPower, my Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power, my secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel. And consider subscribing to my 3rd YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.